Okay, you know I had to do a part 2 to this because all you genius commenters that have made my original OG video on signs that your man is down low go viral and it's still popping off. I had to highlight and spotlight some of your genius comments on other signs that you may be with a down low man. Part 2, let's get into it. They will have an abnormally violent or erratic response to normal things. And I think what this speaks to is they are always simmering on the brim or on the brink of totally losing it. So as this commenter says, he would flip during an argument. I would have to actively just try to calm him or leave because it got out of hand. I think what this speaks to is like a rage that down low men have for their unrequited and unacknowledged sexuality. And I think it comes out in misogyny and it comes out in violence towards women. And it comes out in the way that they feel towards you, the way that they feel towards all women. This is a running current that we're going to see in the second series, is just how much they take out their unresolved and unrequited issues on the women in their lives. They can't be alone. Number 2, they have to have a girlfriend constantly, and it will be physically focused. Thank you so much for this comment. Sign number 2 that your man could be DL is he literally can't sit with himself. He usually has an addiction. He usually is an alcoholic or a porn addict. My ex would binge watch television shows incessantly. He could never be alone. He could never be alone with his thoughts. And he would use women to fill the void and to fill those empty spaces of discomfort that he has in just his own skin. So number 2 sign that your man could be DL is he cannot be alone, and he relies on you, the woman in his life, to manage his emotions and to be his security blanket, which is a paradox because, as we talked about in number 1, he hates you and resents you, but he desperately needs you as well. Number 3 is a down low man will be very promiscuous and deviant sexually. And I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum, okay? I realize that people have proclivities, people have kinks, that's okay, that's all well and good. The problem that I have is when it's hidden, it's secret, it's a double life, and they try to get you to engage in it without being fully transparent as to what those proclivities are. They keep it a secret from you, and they want you to come in and join in when it's easy for them and they don't have to fully divulge who they are and take the mask off and show you who they are. But you will see that down low men are into all different kinds of things and all different areas and ways to get off, but in reality nothing is really going to satisfy them except when they're with who they're really attracted to. So it will be like an endless, bottomless well of desire that you can't satisfy, and you will see them often being unfaithful and going out and whiling behind your back because one woman is not enough. There could be an entire army full of women, in many cases there are, and it's still not enough because they are unactualized. And last example, this is many examples that this commenter left, so thank you so much. But I think it speaks to the general idea that I brought up at the beginning of this video, which is that they just have an absolute intolerance and hatred for women. They assume the worst about women. They're constantly feeling compelled to humble and break you. They don't have any reverence or warmth for the softness that you bring as a woman into their life. In fact, in many cases, they will use your most beautiful moments of femininity to break you, to crush you, to hurt you. I saw a video last week of a woman showing her drive home from her baby shower, and she was in hysterics because this man was berating her, railing into her, trying to not only ruin a beautiful moment of femininity of her celebrating the birth of his child, but trying to traumatize her and chip away at her. And this speaks to a down low man's just abject hatred towards the woman that he constantly sees, who reminds him every day that he's not truly attracted to her, she isn't it, and actually, in his most horror of horrors, realizing that it is not a woman that he's even attracted to. And these men are so scared of that reality, and they're so scared of facing that in themselves, that they will run from it for their entire life and then punish and torture the woman in their life that reminds them daily that she is not enough and never will be enough.